Any new problems, team news-wise, coming out of the defeat at the weekend?
One or two had bumps and bruises, but apart from that, I think we've had everybody more or less out on the pitch today and ready to go and right the wrongs from the weekend.
Good to have Clayton Donaldson back out there as well, giving a few minutes.
Yeah, brilliant. And even in the short spell that he was on the pitch, you saw the difference that he made to us. You know, he got the ball, held the ball up and brought other people into play. You know, when you look at it on reflection, the different strikers that we have and what, obviously, the loss of Clayton, you see the attributes that he brings. He's been a big miss for us. There's no doubt about that. We can't deny that. But, you know, moving forward now, we're delighted that he's back and, you know, he's just going to get better with, obviously, more game time. Is
that the hold-up play he provides that you're alluding to there, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, every striker in every division, in every club brings something different. I think it's really important that you have a focal point that you can hit, and that then enables, you know, us to get up the pitch. I think it's no coincidence, you know, the really good run we went on, I think we went 3 on the bounce. You know, he's playing up front there and brought others into it. So, you know, we're delighted he's back now.
You called it the worst of the season, performance-wise. 48 hours on. Why do you think that was? Why did that occur at the weekend?
Well, I think because of also the performance that we produced on the Tuesday night, to then go from that and have a look at it on Tuesday night to what we did. I mean, first and foremost, I have to give credit to Graham Coughlin and Mansfield, the way that they went about it. There was more desire from their team than our team. I think whether we thought it was, you know, we would just have to sort of like just carry on from the Colchester performance, but you don't. You have to earn the right. You have to earn the right to play. I think from the very first set piece that they had, we didn't win the first header, and it sort of like snowballed from there. And it was a real surprise and a big shock in terms of how we went about it. But like I say, we've been honest all the way through. The last couple of games, performance-wise, haven't been good enough. We know that. We were in yesterday morning. It was a real open, frank and honest conversation, not just with me, but the players themselves. And there was several meetings that took place yesterday before they went home and ready to focus on Cheltenham.
How much was that needed then? You've always said it's an honest bunch, this lot.
Yeah, definitely. It was really interesting. A lot of the things that came out, but you know, obviously they'll stay private, but the main aim is that they all want to get better. They all want to put it right, and you know, the way they went about it yesterday. Like I say, there was no one sitting in the corner not saying anything. You know, they contributed, and moving forward now, you know, we've put that to bed, and we're looking forward to tomorrow night's game.
There was some chants aimed in your direction as well, Gary. What's your reaction or response to them?
Well, obviously, I've been involved in football all my life with my dad and being a manager at 3 clubs now, and you understand that's the manager's responsibility, and it gets levelled at the manager. Me personally, I'll never duck a fight. I'll never duck responsibility or anything like that. I think you know, people can see the amount of work that's going in and what we've tried to do and how we've turned it around already. We're still sat in the playoff position, and you know, with the group that we've got, bar Saturday, you know, they've been honest and fighting for us, and I'll continue to back them and support them, and I know that they'll give me the same.
Do you understand those frustrations, though, as well, from the fans? They'll look at this squad and feel it's a squad good enough to win promotion, but it's seemingly the performances and the style as well that they're seemingly not particularly pleased with.
Well, I think it's something that, like you say, has grown over the years. With the aid of social media, that's not a problem. You just have to get on and accept that, and it's part and parcel of the game nowadays. And I think from our point of view, there is no sense of entitlement. We know that. I think Saturday was a great example to the players of that. That you can't just expect to just turn up and because we put on a good performance on Tuesday, that means that you win on Saturday. There is none of that. You have to fight and have to earn everything that you get in this game. It's 17 games to go now. So it's become a 17-game season for us, and we just have to make sure that we go all guns blazing tomorrow night.
Do you feel the pressure intensifying though, internally, externally?
I think you have pressure from the day that you decide to be in this industry. You create that yourself. There's no one more determined in our football club. And that's on the terraces, that's in the boardroom. You know, I'm more determined than anybody connected with Bradford City to bring success. And, you know, when I look back on my time at Blackpool, I think end of February, March time, we were sat 14th and got promotion. So I know it's a long, hard season. I know that there'll be ups and downs in the course of the season. I know that there'll be a dip in form in individuals and the team, and I think it's something that at this moment in time, and I said it at the beginning of the season, we all need to stick together, and there'll be times when we need the supporters to help the players. And you know, that would be my big thing is, yeah, I understand venting at me, I understand that, and no problem, but help those players out, you know, really gel together and stick together as a club and show what a good club we are.
And the hierarchy above you feel that way as well, do they? They're on the same path?
No, definitely. The support that I've received from both Stefan and Julian has been superb ever since I've been here, and then that's continued over the weekend, and looking forward to now to, like I say, going and putting a performance on, getting a result on Tuesday and moving on.
So how much do you feel you need that then? You need not just a result, but a performance?
Does. Yeah, everybody. We thought we got that on the Tuesday and we were unlucky, fine margins, you know, Chris Taylor hitting the bar, if it drops down and goes in, you know, but I think there are times during the course of a season where you have a performance that doesn't go your way particularly, and the result as well. And at the end of the season, you look back and say, what a massive impact that had. That was how I saw Saturday's result yesterday with the group, in terms of it really shook everybody, really. And to coin the phrase, gave everyone a real kick up the backside. And we're now looking for a reaction which, like I say, they've always been an honest bunch, and they're going to give it everything that they've got for us.
It's a big game, isn't it, with where the two sides find themselves as well in the table right now?
It's a good game. It's an interesting game. They're a good team. I think Michael's done a fabulous job with them, and he's been building there for over a year and a bit now, a year and a half, and you can see, you know, the stability that's brought to the club. I think also, you know, they've given him a new contract. He signed that, so they really appreciate the work that he's doing with them, and you know, I think it's going to be a real good game for us.
I wouldn't be able to sit here in January and not ask you as well about transfers. Anything changed over the weekend? Any interest in any of your players to start with?
I think it's January's January. It's always ongoing. You know, I think there's throughout the times that I've operated in the window, there's always been situations where, you know, the later on that it comes, there comes a situation where a decision lands on your lap and you have to make the decision that's right for the football club. As of today, there's nothing yet, but you know, I'm sure as the window closes, there'll be things that will be thrown left, right, and centre as both for incomings and outgoings. But you know, like I say, everything that gets done is always in the best interest of the team and best interest of the football club. And moving forward, we have to just get on with it. Today, there's nothing else to say other than that at the moment.
Good stuff. Thanks, Gary.
How important is it to win tomorrow night, given that you haven't won for a few games, and not winning can become as much a habit as winning?
Well, I'm laughing because it's what we go out to do every game. You know,
yeah.
Contrary to what some people might think or say, is, you know, it's we people that know me will know that, you know, I want to win at everything. So playing pool against one of the players today, you don't like getting beat in that either. So you make sure that you win that game, and that's how I've been brought up. nobody remembers second best. That was the generation of ours. It was always about competing and always winning. And I think, tomorrow, like I say, I'm looking forward to the reaction of the players, because like myself, they're hurting, and they're disappointed, angry, frustrated in terms of what happened on Saturday, and we all want to go stick together and make a real good fight of it tomorrow night.
Presumably even more frustrating for you in that you've done all the work, you've seen how good they look, and then you're on the touchline, can't really influence what's happening.
Well, you try your best, but like you say, Saturday it was not where we were on Tuesday, and that was the disappointing thing. But I think come the end of the season, we'll look back on that result and performance to say, that was the kick up the backside, the real rude awakening that we got. And that's not taking anything away from Mansfield, by the way. I think the manager himself said that the squad that they've got and the players that they've got, he felt they'd been underperforming. So that's not taking anything away from them, but we've got to go and look after ourselves, and that starts tomorrow.
Cheers.
As you were saying, a bad result.
Yeah.
As much as a good result can be a catalyst,
yeah,
isn't it? Because it's sort of that point where you think, right,
100%. Totally agree, and that's the way we've looked at it. I think, like you say, it's interesting, isn't it? You listen to one or two managers yesterday that had similar performances and results, and they said the same. And over the course of the season, you go through, and there's always, I think I said it a couple of weeks ago, where there are always, and there will be between now and the end of the season, there'll be a couple of surprise results along the way where top of the league will lose to the bottom of the league in some divisions, and you wonder where that's come from. But the main thing for us is, like I've said to the players, is to remain level. Even if we go on a fantastic run now, which we're capable of doing, then not to get carried away now, to just stay level and keep going at it.
So obviously big about test of character tomorrow.
Yeah.
Are you confident that there'll be no one who's sort of like shying away or hiding them back? If it does get a little bit.
No, they can't. They can't, in the sense of the honesty that they've got, and the players that they are. They can't. They want to get out there and play. I think you look at our home form this year. I think the performances and the results that they've produced speaks for itself in front of our crowd. I think the big thing for them is that they see them running around and having a go and having a fight. And if they see that, they back them all the way, which they have done this season for us at home.
And obviously, again, with a test of character, is it for yourself as well? I mean, is it easy to block off when you...
Like I say, I've been... Yeah, you get on with it. It's... I was telling somebody the story today, walking back up from training, where I can remember being a 13-year-old with my brother, who was 9, sat in the stand watching Forest play at home, and there was a bloke sat next to us that just caned my dad for about 75 minutes, calling him this, that and the other, and he popped up and scored. I can't remember if it was the winner or the equaliser, and me being a cheeky little 13-year-old turned to this big bloke and said, "What are you going to say about him now?" And he turned around and says, what are you, his son? And I went, "Yes, I'm my brother." So it's the nature of it. We've grown up with it. We don't know any different.
Does that help, having you saw? Because you can at least...
It's helped having me dad as me dad, yeah. I think it's a good grounding for you and a good education, but like I say, it's part and parcel of the game now, and I just think the more support to give the players, the better that is for the players as well, and the supporters.
Generally, it's frustration of the situation.
And we're all... I think that's the common thing, is that we're all the same. We're all the same. Like I say, no one wants it more than me. No one. You can go and get anybody that's connected with Bradford City, and if you could do a DNA test on who wants it more, no one would beat me.